Good morning, friend. We are discussing about the Vision IS 5 question. Let's discuss the first question. First question, you can correlate it with the polity section, in which they are asking about the fifth schedule and the sixth schedule. What is their purpose? See, again, the provision in the fifth schedule and the sixth schedule in the Indian Constitution of India are made in order to. What is the reason and what is the purpose there? Number first is to protect the interest of the scheduled tribe. Next is to determine the boundaries between the state. Number third is to determine the power, authority and responsibility of panchayat in that district basically, or the village. Protect the interest of all the border states. So you have to choose the correct option there, and it is can be very easy question. Again, I read it about for the you people. The provision in the fifth schedule and the sixth schedule in the Indian Constitution, what is their purpose? Number first is to protect the interest of the scheduled tribe. Second is to determine the boundaries between the state. Number third is to determine the power, authority and responsibility given to the panchayat, so that how they can exercise their power, protect the interest of all the border states. So you have to choose the correct option from there. Let's see the next question. Next question is related to the, you can correlate it with the geography section basically, and you can correlate it with the static GK portion of India. Nuclear power, where they are situated. For example, nuclear power plant and their location where they found. Number first is the Kakarapara. Kakarapara is found in Tamil Nadu. Then Kalpakkam in Karnataka. Number third is Narora in Uttar Pradesh. So you have to choose the correct option from there, and options are in front of you. First and second, third, first and third, first, second, third, and you again see these things. Kakarapara, Tamil Nadu, Kalpakkam in Karnataka, Naroda in Uttar Pradesh. I talk it many times basically. Let's see the next question. Next question is related to the art and culture. With reference to the cultural history of India, if you are talking about the term Sandhara, Nirdhara and Sarvato Bhadra are related to which of the following? So I again talk like that. With reference to the cultural history of India, the terms Sandhara, Nirdhara and Sarvato Bhadra are related which of the following? That is the burial mound that are found in India. Next is the Buddha's image that they are called Sandhara and Vandhara like that. Next the temple shrine and then Jain Viharas that are found in India or the basically Rajasthan region. Let's see the next question. Next question, you can correlate it with the modern history session. Lottery committee that are formed by the British rule was which of the following is relation to? Number first is the eradication of epidemic that basically happened at the time of the epidemic that are found in 1896 basically. Next is the revenue settlement. Number third is the town planning. Next is the education. I again talk about lottery committee which of the following is related to eradication of epidemics. Next is the revenue settlement, then is the town planning and education. I already talked about this question. Next is about the environmental section, in which they are asking about the acid rain. Consider the following statement regarding the number first, it caused due to the oxides of the sulfurs and the nitrogen in the atmosphere, right? It can lead to the leaching of the heavy metal into the supply of the drinking water. So you have to choose the correct option from there. I think it is clear now. It is caused due to the oxide of the sulfur and nitrogen that are found in the atmosphere. It can do the leaching of the heavy metals into the safe drinking water there. Let's see the question there. What is the option there that found there? There is the first only, second only, both first and second, neither one and neither two. Let's see the answer of the first question. First question related to the fifth schedule and the sixth schedule in the Indian Constitution. That's aim right to protect the interest of the scheduled tribe. So that's why it is related to. Fifth schedule is related to the administration and control of the scheduled area and scheduled tribe, right? Area and tribe need special protection due to the disadvantageous condition of the tribe that are found in that region. Next is the sixth schedule, provision of the administration of the tribal area in Assam, Meghalaya, Assam, that is Assam, that is the Meghalaya, that is the Tripura and that is the Mizoram there, right? इस तरीके से. Let's see the next question. Next question is related to the Karapara, Tamil Nadu. No. Kalpakkam is I think Tamil Nadu. Narora in Uttar Pradesh I think third are correct. Let's see the how the Indian nuclear project are located. Let's say for example Tarapura in Maharashtra, Ravata Bhata near the Kota in Rajasthan, Kalpakkam in Tamil Nadu, yes, Narora in Uttar Pradesh that are given in the answer itself. Kaiga in Karnataka, Karapara in Gujarat and Kundankulam in Tamil Nadu that are made with the help of the Russian people. Then Tarapura Maharashtra and Jaitapur in Maharashtra also. I think three nuclear plant we are seeing, Tarapur in Maharashtra, Jaitapur and Tarapur again, they are given in a double way. Next is the, with reference to the cultural history of India, the term Sandhara, Nirandhara and Sarvatobhadra are related which of the following that is called a temple shrine that are found. Let's see. The period of century, 2nd century BC basically, that is the time period of the post-Mauryan age, marked the rise of the main Brahminical sects such as the Vaishnav and Shaivite. The early temple were often decorated with the image of the god. Each temple had a principal image of the god. The shrine of the temple went of three kinds. Number first is the Sandhara type. What it is with Pradakshina Patha. Next is Nirandhara type without the Pradakshina Patha, and the Sarvatobhodra which has access from all the side. Some of the important temple sites in this period of the Deoghar in Uttar Pradesh, Iran, Nachna, Kuthara and Udaygiri near the Vidisha in Madhya Pradesh. This temple, a simple structure, consists of veranda and hall and shrine. It means that the early age of making of the temple there in the context of the Hindu temple basically, where they are found the Pradakshina Path and not Pradakshina Path, and just the main deity can accessible from all the side. But after that period, after the 6th century BC, where the Buddhism is emerged, there are different type of development are also happening in the Hinduism, and because the ritualistic practices, the whole things are happened. Let's see, the lottery committee is nothing that is related to the town planning. I already talked about it. Let's see, Lord Wellesley wrote a minute. What is a minute? The minute is an administrative order in 1803 on the need for the town planning. What is the need of the town planning? That they wanted to set in a good condition. The tropical region of the country did not suit their skin basically. That's the reason that they wanted to do a good place there, at least in the term of the hygienic and the place they are living. Okay, for town planning, it set up various committee for the purpose. Many bazaars, ghat, burial grounds and tanneries were cleared for removed. From then on, the notion of the public health became an idea that who proclaimed in project of town clearance and town planning. After Wellesley's departure, the work of the town planning was carried on by the lottery committee with the help of the government. The lottery committee was so named because funds for town improvement were raised through the public lotteries. Let's see the next question. Next question related to the both first and second are correct with reference to the acid rain. Consider the following statement. Number first, it causes due to oxide of sulfur and nitrogen in the atmosphere. It can lead to the leaching of the heavy water into the so both are correct. Acid rain refer to the ways in which acid from the atmosphere is deposited on the earth's surface. Acid rain is a byproduct of the variety of human activities that emit the oxide of the sulfur and nitrogen in the atmosphere. Acid rain is harmful in agriculture. Trees, plant as dissolved and washes away the nutrient needed for their growth. It causes respiratory ailment in human beings and animals. When acid rain falls and flows as underground to reach rivers, lakes, acid rain affects the plant and animal in the aquatic ecosystem. So that is the problem that they are causing because the acid rain it corrodes water supply or water pipe, also resulting in the leaching of the heavy metals such as the iron, lead basically and copper into the drinking water. Acid rain damages building and other structure made of the stone or metal. C. The burning of the fossil fuel which contains sulfur and nitrogen matter such as the coal and oil in power station and furnace of the petrol and diesel in petrol engine produce sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxide. These gases after oxidation reaction with water are major contributor to acid rain because polluted air supply contain particulate matter that catalyze the oxidation. So that is the thing. Let's see the important revision part of the vision that they are given regarding the lighthouse project. Lighthouse project, what is the resilient, affordable and comfortable house building technology that we can implement it in India so that we can make our country a better place to live and that have a energy efficient system in their area. Next is the first thing that they are talking about lighthouse project under the global housing technology challenges. India initiative has started to 6 sites across 6 states. LHP are modeling house project with houses built with the shortlisted alternative technology. What do you mean by shortlisted? See, we are shortlisted the houses where we can employ this technology to be geoclimatic and hazard condition of the region. For example, if we are talking about a Delhi region in which they are the counting basically in the region where the heavy earthquake and volcano but earthquake are found because of the tectonic activities because of the Eurasian plate and the Indian plate that are entering into them, right? So that's why the whole condition, geolocality, tropical continency and hazardic region of the people they are seeing. It delivers ready to live in houses in the minimum time and minimum cost with a high quality construction in a sustainable manner. What is the background then? Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, DHTSC, India 25 proven available best innovative consultation technology from across the globe to construct the lighthouse project and to promote the potential future technology domestics with affordable sustainable housing accelerated India, it's known as the Asha India. Again I read it about for the people, you should know about the ministry basically. Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs launched DHT. What is this? India 25 proven available best innovative construction technology from across the world to construct the lighthouse project and to promote the potential future technology domestic through the affordable sustainable housing accelerated. That is India, Asha India basically. Asha India initiative aimed to provide a platform to promote the potential future modern technology developed in India by the way of the incubation and acceleration support in order to foster an environment of R&D in the modern construction technology within the country. What is the key objective? Housing for all by providing all-weather Pakka houses to eligible beneficiaries by the 2022 on the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana urban mission of the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. Key feature of these things are 1,000 houses at each site are to be constructed in a year. Use of 6 distinct innovative technology for each selected site. For example, Indore, Madhya Pradesh, prefabricated sandwich panel system should be formed. Rajkot, for example, monolithic concrete construction system of France for disaster resilient houses made. Chennai, for example, precast concrete technology from the USA, we are taking it out, and Finland to construct the houses faster and cheaper. Ranchi, for example, Germany 3D construction system where each room will be made separately and the entire structure will be made in the same way as Lego block toys. So that is the whole aim. Next is Agartala, for example, Tripura, New Zealand light gauze system, structural system and pre-engineered steel structure system which can withstand major earthquake risk, so that they are formed like that. Because of the topography of New Zealand, you can see where the high volcano and earthquake are found. Next, Lucknow, for example, pre-constructed wall technology from Canada that does not require plaster and paint. The already prepared complete wall will be used to build houses. The cost of houses is 12.59 lakh. Out of that, 7.83 lakh will be provided by the center and 4.76 lakh provided by the beneficiary. So that it means you can say that is a sectoral scheme. Now, what is the significance benefit for the poor and middle class? Promotion of the real estate sector in India. Next is exposure to international construction practices, a technology transition from conventional brick and mortar construction to the alternative green and sustainable construction systems through the introduction of the cutting edge technology, innovative building material and processes. LHP will be served as a fully laboratory for planned architects, engineer and student will be able to learn and experiment on the things. Let's see news today. That they are news you can read from the Hindu. Urban ambition known for the thermal power plant impractical. Ministry of Power they are saying. Next is the Central Economic Intelligence Bureau CEIB proposed to impose 18% on a Bitcoin trading. Next is that due to the lightning strike by dip by 37%. So that's a good thing that they are doing or happening in India. Ministry of Labour and Employment issued model drafting order for the manufacturing, mining and service sector. Food Safety and Standard Authority of India slashes limit for the trans fatty acid and leaves in floods. Also is news India look at lithium reserve in Argentina, Chile and Bolivia. Next the dredging project at major port trust. Next India approved COVID-19 vaccine for emergency use. Department of Atomic Energy to transfer technology of. Next the Diopar bill because of the pollution there is a news. Next in the Dojuku Valley that lies in the Nagaland and Manipur, and it is the popular trekking destination from all illies and biodiversity, so that's why that is news. Let's see the Hindu vocabulary of today. That is sagacious. Sagacious is nothing but a type of a intelligent and a clever person. Step by step with a sagacious attitude he advanced to the great discovery. Next is the disruption. Disruption is nothing but the distorting, damage and buckling. Basically it was not like Alex to let anger disrespect his schedule. Next is the venomous. Venomous is nothing but the vicious then. Next is the legitimate, illegitimate. Basically, illegitimate is nothing but a valid thing, sound and admissible. His excuse for being late was legitimate. Next is the inadvertently. What do you mean by inadvertently? Accidentally, you make them. Synonym by accident and intentionally. That is the whole situation there. Inadvertently, that means accidentally. That because of disruption, that again distort. Next is the venomous. Venomous is nothing but a vicious cycle. Basically spiteful and renegades are their meaning. Examples: she replied with a venomous glance because as they signify that they do not like to conversate. Next is the legitimate. Legitimate is nothing but a valid point there. Next is the inadvertently. I already talked about that is accidentally. Next is the slash mean that reduce. Basically we are using for the money depreciation that lies in India. Okay, we are discuss about the Election Commission, UPSC, SPSC, Finance Commission, National Commission for, or I think CAG we are discussed. Then Attorney General, Attorney we are discussed. Next, National Human Rights Commission, they have a chairman, 5 other members, 7 extra official members. Okay. they are appointed by the president, and the panel for appointment is the prime minister, speaker basically, and deputy chairman there, and leader of opposition of both the house and home minister would be found, and that karyakal and the tenure is of 3 or 70 year, and the term condition that are appointed by the central government, and then the removal is done by the president itself, and the report submission is done through central government. Next is the SHRC is nothing but the same on the duplicate copy of them, but the removal is done by the president, remember that thing. Otherwise the whole replacement is done by the state or the central government is changing to the state government, and president is changing the governor basically. CIC, for example, CIC not more than 10 member, president are choosing them. PM and Lok Sabha member and minister are found as 3 year and 65 year their age of or giving their services. Then central government being provide the service condition and appointed and removed by the president basically, and the service the report submission is done by the central government by this, and charges from the Consolidated Fund of India. Okay, let the next thing is there. Chinook, the blizzard note in North America, they are found the waves or the cold or the hot wave. South Africa, America, and Pampara and Zonda there. If you are talking about the Asia region, Halem, Bora, Elestin, Mr. Levenphone are found in the Europe region, Karaburan and Buran in the Africa region, Backfield and Southerly in the southern region, Shiroko, Khamsinus, Hermatan, Habubberg are found in the Africa region. Okay, that is the thing. Next is this is the whole ocean of Indian subcontinent and the world basically. Canary, Labrador, Greenland, Atlantic Ocean, Bengal current, 4 current are found in cold current basically in the Atlantic Ocean, Oyasu current in a West Australian current in Indian Ocean, West Indian Drift basically all ocean with California in the Pacific, California and Oyasu in the Pacific Ocean, West Indian Ocean. You can remember these things, quite important basically. Let's see the next thing. Next thing is the important desert that are found around the world. For example, Great Gaps in Colorado, Sonora, Mojave, Chuchuhan that are found in North America region, South America, Atacama and Patagonia desert in South America region, and Africa, Sahara, Arabian Thar region in the Africa, Namib and Kalahari in the Africa region. Asia, Fiatom, Gobi, Kalam, Karakoram and Kyrgyzstan are found in the Asia region. Tanami, Sandy Desert, Gibson, Great Victoria, Stimson, Story and Simpson are found in the Australia region, going to very important. Let the important range, for example, Rockies, Syrian, Nevada, Andes, Appalachian, Apennines, Alps, Scandinavian, Ural, Caucasus Mountain, Taurus Mountain, Jacros Mountain, Karakoram, Altai Mountain, and Himalaya, Ghat, Hindu Kush, then Ranjori and Drakensberg are found in the South America region. McDonald Range and Great Dividing Range are found in the Australia region, so you remember these things. The Great Ring of Fire there, you can see here the Ring of the Fire and how they are located at the New Zealand, where we found the resilient and technology that they are used for the northeast region to make the development there, so that they cannot harm the people there. That is the thing that we are wanted to promote. Let's see the thing. For example, receding head, heavy rowbridge, prognathism, prominent canine, heavy mandible, geomorphic, small cranium, sagittal cluster, the receding forehead that are found in apes. But if you are talking about the human, large bubble cranium, zygomorphic arc, small canine, short jaw, that face, high forehead. Okay. One thing that I wanted to discuss in a very great detail way is that global climate policy, and that you can correlate it with the General Studies paper 3rd. Introduction, you can say that the Indian asserted the virtual summit, ambitious summit, that why it is news. That is well on its way to not just fulfilling the national pledge mission but reduction, but exceeding the commitment, so that we can commit much more higher as compared to the rest of the world, and we make ourselves as a leader in the field of the climate technology and climate change, whatever they you want it to be. Say India emission status. What is it? Say India emission. For example, among the most economy, India was meets its Paris Agreement target for 2030. That is the several reports say that as per capita emission, 1/3 of the India global average, and it's remain with its share of the ecological space. That's the good thing. I think 24% of the plant are found in the desert dense forest found basically. Emission gas gap report 2020 include India among the 9 G20 members who are on track to achieve their unconditional commitment under the Paris Pact based on pre-COVID projection. Its sustainability benchmark like housing size and density, public bicycle policy, transport and elimination, food waste, India is going better than the West that they are doing regarding the climate change. Inequality in the climate treaty. Inequality is built into the climate treaty which consider total emission size and population. India is the fourth large emitter, even though according to the United Nations the richest 1% of the global population emit more than 2/3 of the emission of the bottom of the 50%. The net zero carbon neutrality by 2050 and the cap of the emission applies only to countries with high per capita emission, GDP and well-being. The thing between well-being, energy use and emission is not on the global agenda. Carbon neutrality meaning balancing emitting carbon with absorbing carbon at the same point of time from the atmosphere in the forest do not hold good for the latecomer like India. Such countries with the young population and regrowing fast to reach comparable level of well-being those already urbanized. The challenge is to change wasteful behavior in the West. That is the major tackling issue there. Coal account for quarterly of energy use. It's part of colonialism. India with abundant coal reserve and per capita electricity that use 1/10 of that of the USA, it's under pressure to stop using coal. Infrastructure development and carbon emission. Reconstruction in the West after World War II tend to accelerate of material use, resulting emission and sharp rise in global temperature around 1970 before growth commenced in Asia. Urban transformation requires huge amount of iron, steel, cement, construction material for the energy and for infrastructure of making, but this requires the whole environment to be exploited. In an urbanized world, for example, 2/3 of the emission rise from the demand of the middle class for the infrastructure, mobility, building and item. Infrastructure worldwide has used half of total material, mainly construction, cement and steel, which has no subtitle or substitute and will need half of the available carbon space. Peaking of emission comes from 2030 year after the saturation of the infrastructure has been achieved in the case of the West. With the population moving to cities, growth in per capita income drives consumption and vehicle emission becoming the continuing driver of increasing level of material use far more significant than manufacturing. The problem with industrialization and urbanization designed in the colonial context over resource intensive defined signify as material abundance and assuming that technology would solve the problem or ecological problem basically. Emission by different country. Let's see at the world level. 1950 for example, the contribution of the US to total emission is 40%, decline 26%. It is not they are declining basically, but the average share is decreasing because of the average share of the Asia's population, for example China, South Korea, Japan are increasing because of the whole thing they are reducing, but the in absolute term they are not reducing basically. North America and Europe with less than 1/4 of the world population is responsible for the almost half of the global material use, so that you can see the huge gap that finding between around the world. China with 4 times the population of the US, around 12% of cumulative emission, that is very less basically. Transport emission are the fastest growing emission worldwide and surpassed emission from generation of electricity in the US. Transport emission are the symbol of the Western civilization, so that's why they are much more focusing on the development. What is in their role? Then India has a soft power to bring together the high and low emitter, basically low emitter you can say. India must highlight its unique national circumstances in which they are using the technology there so that they can come up with the better place to live. For example, the meat industry, especially beef, contributing to 1/3 of the global emission. India eats just 4 kg of the meat a year compared to those in Europe that take 65 kg, and for example, America 100 kg. The average American household wastes nearly 1/3 of its food. You can say how much they are giving to the food. India has the credibility and legitimacy to push an alternate 2050 goal for the countries with the per capita emission below the average age. So, who has a below average age, below average basically, India can be stand with them so that they can make much more pollution, not but sustainable pollution basically. Emission are the symptom, not the cause of the problem. So that is the thing. India in the United Nations Security Council must push new idea based on civilization long-standing alternate values for the transition to sustainability. India need to focus on the future emission and the plan green investment as much as possible and can come up with the good green funding. By this we are ending the session. Hope you like the video. Thank you so much for listening me.